Hello guys, let's talk about deals. Is Silicon Valley real estate crashing? Palo Alto in Silicon Valley usually has the most stable pricing. Let's look at two data points to see how pricing has moved since 2020. So the first one we're going to look at is this one. So this is 2391 Bryant Street, Palo Alto. So this is in a very good location. So this is in old Palo Alto next to Oregon Expressway. So you're going to get some traffic noise from Oregon Expressway, but this is in old Palo Alto and only a few blocks away from Steve Jobs' house. Let's also take a look at the house. So the house is 1,500 square feet, so it's a reasonable size. It's a 3-2, which is typical in Palo Alto. And looking at the pictures, the house looks refreshed and reasonably laid out and preserved. And the lot size is 6,300. So this is a very good, well, this is a average lot size, which is nothing small. And how about the price? So this house sold for $2.8 million, and this is a good price. For comparison, let's look at, for instance, this listing sold last year. So this is 2450 Ross Road. So this was sold at the beginning of this year, before the Roney situation. And so this was sold for close to $3 million, and the house is bigger, but the house is much older, and this house is actually kind of dark and cold, and it had pets, and it didn't smell very good. So the location is kind of, from a noise perspective, it's the same because they're both close to Oregon Expressway. But the Ross Road listing is way north of Middlefield. So it's no comparison to the Bryant Street listing. Let's look at another one. So the next one we want to look at is $3852 Carina Way. Okay, so this listing got sold for $2.265, and it's again a 3-bed 2-bath, which is typical. So the Ross Road one, it's 4-2 because they had addition work done to the house, which has pros and cons. Sometimes you want the addition, but most of the times the additions aren't done very, very well, because the additions are done when the property prices aren't that expensive. So most of the time the addition work is not very, 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 very good. Okay, so for this listing, it only got sold for $2.265. Let's see where it is. Okay, so it's in South Palo Alto. It's in a good location. It's far away enough from 101. It's probably So it's going to be in the flood zone. However, so the lot size is big, 7,400, and the house size is reasonable, 1,200 square feet, and so the house condition looks reasonable. All right. So, but for this kind of price, 2.265, this is a very low entry point for the Palo Alto market. So overall, so let's check. Let's check that it's in the flood zone. So okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so indeed it's in the flood zone, which is expected, but for 2.265, you just don't get something that's perfect. And as a matter of fact, it's actually very, very reasonable. As you can see, the Redfin estimate is at close to 2.6, even though so Redfin recently adjusted their Redfin estimate algorithm, I think, which gave like a 5 to 10% increase to the estimates, but still this is a great price for this Carina Way listing. So in conclusion, it seems that since this year, since the Roni situation, the Palo Alto price has dropped another 5% compared to end of last year. Is Palo Alto a buy at this price? I think so. So the competition is less. Technology and tech stocks suit well. And with the Fed running the printing price extra hard, in a long-term basis, I think now is a great time to buy into Palo Alto. Happy hunting.